Welcome, levelers. It is me, Level Lee, and we are back again on Happy Home Paradise. And so, guys, the power went out when I was recording this video, so you missed the very beginning, but you didn't miss much. So let me catch you up. Today, we are going to decorate for Puddles. Puddles asked for a lovely getaway. Puddles is a frog, if you've never seen her, and she's a pink frog. And her required furniture was the Nordic table, the Nordic sofa with this pattern on it, and the street piano. So I have all those things. We've got the required furniture. I did not pick the recommended wallpapers. I just wasn't feeling them, but I made my own little configuration, and then I use the recommended flooring. And I will be walking you guys through some of the decoration today. Really did like the items that I chose, but I felt like it was missing something, and once I added that something, I really didn't like how it was coming together in this corner. So I added a cushion, and then I am going to add a table because I needed something else with the bedroom set. It just wasn't enough. So right here, I decided to move the bedroom into this side on the upper right corner because it just made more sense. So this ended up being the final configuration of how I wanted the furniture on the floor. I did add a stool, and then I added some rugs later, but now I'm just messing with some of the colors to see if they need to be changed or if they're good how they were. And I like the lamp, but I did change the shelves, and here I am adding the cushion. I later do change the color of the cushion, but I did like everything that was on the floor right now, so I moved to the miscellaneous items. So first I started with the recommended miscellaneous items and checked out what I wanted to use there, and then once I was done with those, I moved on to the full catalog of my miscellaneous items. And so what I try to do is fill up all the space that I can, but still make it like transferable for my villagers. So I try to put every available space, I try to put something on top. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I try to make sure it looks full and lived in. Now it's time for me to put the rugs down. So originally I thought I wanted to go with white. I do like the round mats, or they're shag to me, but the white is a little on the beige or the gray side for the round mats, and I really didn't think it matched well with the flooring and all the other white that was in the house. So I added this pink heart rug, and then I ended up changing the round mat from white to yellow because I think it just looked way better with what I was trying to do. As you can see, I have the rugs where I wanted them, but the color just wasn't right. So since I changed the color of the rug, the simple stool was blending in too much. So I changed it to pink. I really did like it this way, but I wanted to check out my other color options for the stools because I did not want them to be the same color, but I also didn't want them to blend in with the rugs. So this is me trying to figure it out, but I ended up going with what I originally had. So I am satisfied with what I did on the floor. That is the final configuration or design that I did on the floor. So now we're on the walls, and walls are very hard for me. There's going to be a lot of trial and error in this. We don't have a lot of options for the wall decorations. There's just not a lot in the game, and then right now in the game I don't have too many. I'm only on the second home, so only have a limited amount. And it just takes a little bit more creativity when you have limited options. So you guys are gonna see a lot of repeated items in different colors, or just repeated items period, and I think it ended up looking pretty good. here I liked the shelving, but I just didn't like how it was looking in the spots that they were in. So I just swapped them and they look so much better. Alright, so I'm satisfied with the walls, and now I'm going to go to the ceiling. So I went a little crazy for the decorations for the ceiling, but I felt like there was a lot of space I needed to fill up. So I used a lot of those, and I ended up putting a few more things and some lights, but I think it looked really good in the end. I'm satisfied with what I did inside. It looks really, really pretty. So now we're heading outside. So I always do the house and the inclines or bridges first. So y'all did not get to see that. But I used a thatch roof, cobblestone, and a pretty door. I made it pink. And then I used the white plank incline. And now I'm getting some items. And we're gonna get our plants done. So first I'm gonna pick my trees, then my fence, then my bushes, and my flowers. And once I pick all that, then we can really get to decorating. I ended up picking the coconut trees, but without the coconuts because we're not on the beach. And I keep the street piano and the bunny, but I do end up getting rid of the cotton candy stall. Now I'm picking a fence, and I ended up going with the lattice.
What?
Or lattice, or lattice, or the lattice, the white fence. And I ended up putting it in the front and in the back of the island. I didn't want to put it on the sides because I wanted Puddles to have access to the water. But I experimented with how I wanted it to go. Now I'm putting my bushes down. I used the pink plumiera bush, and I'm pretty particular about where I put my bushes and my flowers, but I ended up using this bush and one other bush, the white azalea bush. And I know they're not too different, but I wanted to give it a little variety. And from here I picked my flowers. I picked the white flowers just because there wasn't too many other colors. I didn't want to use the yellow outside, so I used the white hysteria. Or hyacinth, sorry. And the white cosmos. Once I had the plants down, the bushes and the trees and the flowers, I could start really decorating. So now I started putting the items down that I wanted to use. So now it's time to start filling out some space. So I'm putting some pathing down, and I'm using the light dirt path first. I don't have any custom designs really to go on top of these, but I really wish I did. I should have got them before I started, but hindsight is 2020. But now I'm just putting the paths down that I really want to use, and I'm going to start filling out some space with some glowing moss and some weeds. This part takes a little while because I'm really particular about where I put my plants and my weeds and what kind of weeds go there and stuff. So, and just enjoy some vibes while I figure this out. Now I'm satisfied with what I've done. I really like how the glowing moss, when you step through it, it like lights up. And so now I'm gonna go back inside and play with the lights a little bit, but just really tell Puddles that I'm all done. So it is all done. Our montage was so cute. It looks so nice inside, guys. And now we're actually having the option to take pictures of our home. We didn't get to do that the first time, but now we can. And so now we can take those pictures and put them in a design portfolio. That will come with the app that Lottie will give us later. So now we're gonna take some pictures. So first I'm going to change what Puddles has on because I did forget to do that before the montage. So let's pick her out a yellow dress to go with her room. And then I wanted some glasses, but I didn't like the options. So we went with the wide brim straw hat. It looked really cute on her. Very getaway type. So this was her outfit. And then now I can take some pictures for real. So what I usually take pictures with is the handheld camera, and I usually am not in my pictures. I don't really like to be in them because it kind of throws off the vibe. This is her house. So I will show you guys how I take some pictures, and you'll see how I got my thumbnail. Now I'm satisfied with the pictures I took of the inside or the interior. So now I'm gonna take some exterior shots. I don't want me or Nico in the shot, so I get us up out of there. But I take some wide shots and I use that as my portfolio pic. So now we're officially all done. And I'm telling Puddles that we're all done and we're gonna head back to the office to see Lottie. It went great. The client was pleased. I think Puddles really liked her getaway. Here's the 6,000 pokey. And the more we do jobs, the more money that we will get. And now we're showing her the picture, and with this picture she's going to give us access to Happy Home Network, which is the app that you can upload all of your pictures to, and other people will be able to see them. And that is how we will do our tours once that becomes available to us. Right now I can only see what I've done, but eventually we'll be able to see what everybody else has too. So we're gonna call it a day. I am finished, and we are going to wrap this episode up. Alright, so let's get on our little seat and wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming back to Happy Home Paradise for another build. I think Puddles really loved her lovely getaway. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel and liking and sharing and subscribing. I see you guys. We have reached 30 subscribers. Isn't that great? OMG. So guys, remember to like, share, comment on the video, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't. You know, I post on Thursdays. I will be back next Thursday with another Happy Home Paradise build. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.